Hello, welcome to LADZ podcast, where we talk about Milton Keynes ice hockey and, of course, the NIHL. And, of course, Mason's back. I'm here. And, of course, we've got back Brian.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry that I wasn't available last week, but I'm back and raring to go.
You were missed.
I
think some of these guys probably fall asleep, including myself, but didn't do too bad.
I thought you did an absolutely cracking job, and it's the sign that you're growing in confidence all the time, and that's really brilliant.
Little bit, and of course 1.8k views.
Yeah,
woo.
Yeah,
wasn't expecting that.
No, we're very grateful to all of you out there who took time to view our podcast. You know, we're certainly, the views are starting to go up. We just remind you once again, do like and subscribe to us. That just boosts us even more. But thank you very much.
Thank you. So we're going to go straight into the national results.
Yeah.
Jump into that, because I know you did agree with some of them.
Yeah.
That I did so in. I think I got a couple right.
I think you didn't do too badly.
Not too bad.
I think there were quite a few that really could have gone either way, and they did.
Yeah, definitely. So we start off, because the weekend gone, Romford Raiders up against Telford Tigers. And of course, did say about Telford were going to win, but of course Romford came, of course, with the win, 5-3.
Yeah, Romford are starting to get a little bit of consistency. Yeah. Very close game, as you say. I think it was their call to go with the Tigers, but well done, Romford.
No, definitely. And of course, Swindon Wildcats against the Sheffield Steeldogs. I think I did say Swindon.
Yeah, I think you did, and I think, you know, given that they are still the only unbeaten side now.
Oh, I think they lost. I think they might have lost one.
Oh, did they?
I think it must have been a one overtime loss, but. That would be correct.
But they are still
the top form team.
Top form team, yeah. I mean, I know the netminder Rennie Marr is playing out of his skin, as he has done for quite some years now.
He has.
But you know, well done, Swindon.
Yeah, and of course Aronell, he's what he's doing it there at the minute is, you can see it on the ice. So,
yeah, definitely.
Honestly.
Definitely. And
of course, Bristol Pitbulls against Basingstoke Bison. And I did get this one right.
You did.
I did say the Bison will come and win. I think it was a tie at 2-2, but then of course Bison just came in with the extra goals. And they was more hungry. Yeah.
And I mean, you know, they've had a rough start to the season with the issues with their rink. You know, I'm looking forward to actually seeing them play. I think then that I'll get a better idea of what they do. But they certainly seem to be starting to get some momentum. And of course, if they get back to their rink, which I think they are going to very, very shortly, that'll be a big boost for them. And so, yeah.
No, definitely. And of course, we're going to our home team, but of course, we're getting to that after the results.
I think, yes.
Milton Keynes Lightning hosted the Leeds Knights. I think everyone was anticipated for that game.
Yes, it's always a big game. It's always a big game. And, it was really lovely that we had lots and lots of new people coming. I sat in stand 2 or block 2. With a family who'd come for the very first time, and that was really lovely to see that we're still generating that passion that people want to come and see us.
No, definitely. And of course, my old man keeping you company.
Yeah, I did indeed. It's always a pleasure to be with Steve.
And of course, you guys did hear me in block 7 all the way up there.
We did. And you stood out like a sore thumb with your Thunder jersey. So
yes, only reason why, because of course, MK family.
Yep.
And on top of that, Lewis Conroy got named on the bench.
Yeah.
So I know Rio and of course Nagsy weren't able to come to the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was there. I was quite excited, so I had to get something from Lewis Conroy. Didn't have enough money to buy a Conroy jersey, so I had to get the Thunder. Yeah. So, but yeah, but unfortunately, the Leeds Knights came away with an impressive 5-2 victory.
Yeah. So, and we won't go into too much detail
until afterwards.
Yeah.
And of course, our local rivals, Peterborough Phantoms and, of course, Hull Seahawks. And, of course, I did have the Hull Seahawks winning that by overtime. But, of course, Peterborough Phantoms kept strong and got away with the 4-3 victory.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised by the Seahawks, to be honest. I think, we would, at the beginning of the season, they would have been one of the strong teams that you would think could be around the top. And they seem to have not quite gelled yet.
Yeah, because the thing is, you've got some of the guys that are like, who will score everything. Like, you've got Bobby Chamberlain scoring goals for fun. He's like leading near the top of the points and everything. Zvek, but there is something there that's keeping them from getting these results to get them up to the top part of the league.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but hopefully they'll bounce back. And of course, go on to Sunday results. We were on Thunder duties. And Milton Keynes Lightning went away to Sheffield Steeldogs. Of course, did say Lightning's to take the win. But of course, I did say to Tim Wallace, watch out for CJ Garcia.
You did.
And who got man of the match of them game? CJ Garcia. But it was I've heard a lot of people who went there who I knew weren't happy because they did lose 3-2 overtime. But then a lot of people who I spoke to, like, we speak to a lot of people, and this is part of the podcast, and part of the hockey family, and but there was actually quite a lot of people saying they weren't happy with the performance. People were saying that the fact they were looking a bit of a boorish game. That's what I heard. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched the highlights. I haven't seen, but I'm just going off what people have said.
Yeah, well, we'll come back to that a little bit later.
Sorry, you can tell we've got the passion for the team.
we have.
Of course, lost overtime 3-2.
Yeah,
and of course, Swindon Wildcats to Basingstoke Bison. I forgot who I said.
I think you said Swindon.
Did I say Swindon?
I think you said Swindon. Yeah.
What could be Bison? I don't know.
It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
It is right. It's there. You can watch it again if you wanted to. But yeah, Swindon with the victory.
Yeah. Again, they're the team really in form at the moment.
Team to beat.
Yeah, they are the team in form, really.
And then, of course, Leeds Knights must have been tired from the Lightning game because that was a bit of a battle. And, of course, they came up with Solway Sharks. But unfortunately, Solway Sharks fell short again. 6-2.
Yeah, Solway are having a really tough time again.
They are.
It's really sad to see because they are a great bunch of lads and a great supported team. But they just don't seem, I just feel really sorry for them that they're not just getting where they want to be.
And I love Solway Sharks regardless. But of course, with me, it's they let go of some great people. Was it Nolan Gardner? Who else left? Defenseman went up to Elite, to Five Flyers. Is it Anderson?
Yeah.
Hey! Got it right there. Yeah. Some others.
And I think it shows, they're in a very difficult situation being so far, in Scotland. In terms of recruitment and retention, that getting people to stay is maybe an issue.
So, with how I speak about the teams, I'm just gonna I forgot what I was gonna say there. It was unfiltered opinions. That's it. There we go. It was in there. It went out.
Yeah.
But I might just say it because I think everyone with like MK Lightning rise saying we always struggle on smaller ice, and we've been saying that for years now. But we should get used to it. And the thing is now, Solway now have been doing this now for at least 2 to 3 years. Maybe it's. I don't want to become the bad guy here, and I'll get the comments in. You can if you want, but of course, I think you can't always say that sometimes.
No, I think
used to it.
Yeah, I think they've got to at some point show a bit more progression. They struggled over 3 years, and I think we're all hoping that progression will come.
Yeah, 100%. We don't know what happens behind closed doors, fundings or anything.
Exactly.
So things can be put in place to help out with that, but we don't know.
No.
But I'm just saying that could change.
Yeah.
So we go on from there because I'm getting myself. This is where I get all the hate now. Okay, Hull Seahawks welcomes Romford Raiders up at Hull.
Yeah, and that shows how two different games can be totally opposite. As I said earlier, I've been disappointed in the Seahawks, I think, but they came back on the home rink and beat Romford Raiders 6-1.
Yeah, and again, it's just absolutely incredible because where is it? Just going on to it now quickly. Well, it loads. So I've got good Wi-Fi, and yeah, you just look. Like you got Jason Hewitt, you got Zvek. Of course, Bobby Chamberlain didn't really score, did he? But he was on the assists and everything. Yeah. So hopefully, this might be the turning point for them.
Yeah, and we're both of the opinion that we'd like to see everybody succeed, and obviously, it's never going to be that everybody succeeds. But we have no animosity against any of the teams, and we just hope that Hull do come back.
Definitely. And of course, Telford Tigers, coming from their defeat on Saturday, welcome People Phantoms, who else? Another team is up there.
Yeah.
People Phantoms, and of course 4-1.
Yeah, I think that was probably a shock to many people. As you say, the Phantoms have been very strong so far this season, and Patrick Brown had a couple of good goals.
No, definitely, and he's starting to get used to the league, get a couple points there and everything. And of course, again, Caelan McPhee.
Yeah.
He's.
And I think the big thing about this season is that there have been a lot of players who have come out and had standout seasons already. One of them being, of course, my dear friend Jordan.
Yes.
The Scotsman.
The Scotsman, not the Englishman.
Not the Englishman. Who has, stepped up quite a lot.
He has. He's actually got some good points the first 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
And going into that, let's go into the
Lightning.
I'm just gonna say it right. I just think it's been a poor weekend.
It has been a poor weekend. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We always have difficulty against Leeds. We know what Leeds are like. I think we didn't show up till the last 10 minutes against Leeds. Very, very disappointed. We've got to be more consistent.
No, definitely. And then, of course, I know, as I said, we missed Nags, Rio. And, of course, we did have a delay. Dawson Osborne apparently shot the puck into the ice.
Yeah, into the plexiglass. Smashed the plexiglass. Not very often that happens, actually.
Not really, no. And, of course, we were just... I was with a couple of friends standing... not far from it, actually. And, of course, Tim Wallace was just there. All we heard was this mighty smash. And, of course, the picture's coming up right now. Yeah, at first I thought it was Patrick Forsberg because he was cleaning up, the only one cleaning up. I thought, they're guilty.
Yeah, guilty.
But, no, it wasn't. But, yeah, we heard it was Dawson, so there's delaying game for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but you can't, some people were saying that through the rhythm. I don't think it did.
That could have threw off Leeds.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Leeds came out, they had a plan, they were aggressive as always. I'll refrain from my comments about a certain person on the Leeds side, who is not my favourite person ever. But
he's got the skills, he's got the talent.
He just needs to remember to use it rather than indulge in other actions. I think it was a disappointing weekend for us. I'm sure Tim and the coaching team will address that this week. We've got to just get back to that consistency.
No, definitely. And the thing is, as well, it was like, of course, shout out because Jordan Cowney got his goal, and that was a penalty. which
very well taken.
Very well taken.
Very well taken.
Beating against a great netminder.
Yeah, and that was another thing that I think the score doesn't really reflect that, because I think Gospel had an outstanding game and rightly got the man of the match for Leeds. I think he denied quite a lot of 100%. Really good.
There was a save where we thought, how did he even save that?
Yeah. So he was at his best on Saturday.
He was, and of course, honestly, I just think they want a bit of payback for the playoffs. Final.
Yeah. We're always going to have a big rivalry with Leeds.
100%, and of course, Archie Salisbury got his goal.
Yeah.
People said from distance that it was quite lucky to get in, but seeing the highlights of it, it was actually a decent slot in.
Yeah, we talked to Archie about this, and he's not one to admit that he likes scoring goals, but when he does, it gladdens our hearts.
It does, and especially the expression on his face.
Oh yeah.
And then of course, assisted by Lewis and of course County himself.
Yeah.
So shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
But when it came to, we could have got up to level with them, but of course it was 5-on-3. It just looked really not pretty, and it looked like the old power plays from last season.
Yeah, we
going round and round, passing where we could have been a lot more sharper.
Yeah,
and of course to beat Gospel is not where we keep shooting. He'll catch those all day. It's just you have to get at least 2 to 3 people in front of him.
Yeah.
Rebounds and slot it in.
Yeah, I think that was the big loss to us. We've shown marked improvement in power plays and penalty kills this season, and on Saturday it just wasn't there.
No, so we'll move on. Yeah. Of course, we'll go on to the Sunday fixture, the overtime loss to Sheffield.
Yeah.
And of course, as I said, there were some people saying we weren't at our best, and on top of that, some saying it was quite a boring game. And of course, I'll watch the highlights when they come out, and I'll see how I think of it. And of course, I know you will as well. And of course, my wife and a couple of people did text saying that Oliver Nags scored scored a goal. And of course, he wasn't there to wish his brother because his brother's been injured.
Yeah.
Ed Nag, shout out to him, of course, bless him. A bit of a long wait, I heard. That he had to go to hospital.
Who's that?
Ed Nags, because there's slides around here. And he went to hospital for quite a few hours.
Okay.
Milton Keynes Hospital couldn't do anything. They sent him to another hospital, apparently. That's the rumour I heard.
Okay, so let's have a shout out to Ed and hope he gets better soon.
And Rio to get back on the ice as well.
Yeah, definitely, because we do miss him.
And of course, Walker Summer, Jonathan Phillips. And of course, I think Jonathan Phillips got the winner.
Yeah.
Fortunately, and of course, Jordan Cowney got the goal for us by
Mr. Reliable.
Yeah, Mr. Reliable. And of course, assisted by our back two, Spads and of course, Archie Salisbury.
Yeah.
Great to see. And of course, Ilya Korenchuk and of course, Cowney and Kabai also got the assist. Yeah. So cool. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, cool. at the end of the day, we have to accept that there are going to be weekends when we're not fully up there.
It's hockey. It happens.
As I say, I'm sure Tim, Lewis, and Joe will look at the performance and have got notes to see, excuse me, how they can address that.
And address it, everything, definitely. And then, of course, going to the last bit on the National League. Do apologise because my Wi-Fi is now playing up. So, and of course, shout out to CJ Garcia, one of my favourite players in the league. I know he's opposition wise, but
I'd never have known.
I've just because I saw him play with Solway, and of course I had to get home quite quickly because that's when we had bad weather and I had to get home safely. But I had to do a rain check.
Good old Storm Amy.
Yes, a very weird name for that was. And of course, we do have man of the match at Lightning on the 29th of November for the Sheffield and Lightning game. So hope it's him, but if not, cool. But hopefully I can catch up with CJ. We both will. We'll get a picture. And of course, on the National League itself, we'll go on to the team of the week that we put in. It's going to come up now. And of course, Max Wright.
Yeah, I mean, great guy. I think with him at the Bison, great netminder.
Yeah, and he had a great game last game. Amount of saves he done, he was up there. I think it was over 100.
It was a lot.
It was a lot and everything. So, and of course, the back two. This will all change next week. I hope it does, because everyone's thinking, oh, you got favourites now. But of course, Caleb McPhee and Rose Mitchell-King from Telford are still at the back two. I just think they're assisting, they're scoring, and looking great.
They're looking really dependable,
very
aren't they?
Strong. And of course, Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, what a season he's having.
He is. He's still up there. No one's managed to knock him off.
No, I think he is probably at this moment the outstanding player of the season.
Definitely. And of course, Kieran Brown. He's still on there for the past couple of weeks now. And of course, you saw him play against us at Lightning. It was just incredible to see.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful shorthand goal.
Yeah.
And of course, never got at the end where he was like hello to the fans. But of course, that's just, and emotions are high.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and of course, Luke Ferreira.
Yes. Another stalwart who regularly performs. So good team of the week.
Definitely, and then we'll just see for next weekend.
Yeah, and I think what we'd like to do, just to round up the National League, just to let you know that the Basingstoke Bison, their rink is ready for this weekend. So that's brilliant. So if you're watching this and you're a Bison fan, or you just want to go and see how Bison do, please do head down to their rink and welcome them home. And Aaron Nell.
Yes, Aaron Nell. Swindon's GM and, of course, player coach.
Yeah.
He's been there for 17 years.
Yeah.
Mr. I Love Swindon Wildcats.
Yeah.
So, an absolute legend. Shout out to, of course, him. And, of course, on the 25th of April is actually his testimonial. And, of course, that won't just be Swindon fans. That will be family, close friends around hockey, but also fans around pretty much everywhere.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Aaron's been such a asset to hockey in the UK.
Definitely.
I think his ability to score, his ability to play, and his ability just to be consistent over the 17 years is a long career to play. I mean, hope you enjoy your retirement from the game, Aaron. And we wish you as the Lightning lads, we wish you the best of luck.
No, definitely. And also, we might be coming to a Swindon away game actually.
Yeah,
in December. So we might pop up and say hello to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, brilliant. And of course, now let's go into MK Thunder.
Yes.
What
a game!
What a game! Before we get into the action, of course, big shout out the return of Thor.
Yes, Thor the dog.
He appeared out of nowhere. He was.
Yeah, he's come out of his kennel. Yeah. And he's ready to bark again.
Yeah, and then of course, penalty box. And of course, walking on the ice looked absolutely incredible on the ice.
Oh, he was the standout.
Slipping, nothing.
He was the standout of the week, of the day.
And also, I thought as a top mascot, he was actually booing the opposition.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it.
No,
and
I
also,
didn't see that.
National anthem. He was standing with the coaches at the bench.
That's great.
Which is awesome to see. And
so, that's one of the things that we would encourage you to do. If you've got young children, come down to a Thunder game at home and say hello to Thor.
Get a picture.
We'd love to get a picture. I know, because he's a good friend of mine, that he'd love to get pictures with the youngsters or even the adults. Let's not be ageist. I'm sure lots of people would love to have a picture with Thor.
Yeah,
just the way they do with Packy.
And bring him treats. He loves treats as well.
He does.
And then, of course, you had the privilege.
I did. And a big shout out to Will Fry, who gave me the real honour of going into the changing room before the game and actually reading out the starting lineup. Last week was a really difficult week for me, which was why I wasn't feeling up to doing the podcast, and just hearing the lads. And I have to say, and I haven't said this to Mason, as I walked out the door, I heard them say, "Come on, guys, let's do it for the Lightning lads," which was,
did you?
Yeah, which was amazing. And so big shout out to Will. You made my day. You really did.
You know what? I've got a little tear in my eye.
I know.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I've actually got a tear in my eye.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's lovely. So yeah, go straight. Oh my goodness, Brian. Sorry.
Right, I'll take over for a little while. Coming to the game itself, it was absolutely fantastic. I thought the team played the best I've seen them play all season, although their other performances have been really good. What stood out for me was the second period. That's where we've lost it in the past. I think it was a 0-0. Was it 0-0 or 1-0? 1-0.
No, we were actually down by 2.
Yeah. But, I think they listened to what the coaches were saying, and they just made sure that second period was really, really tight, and then they just pulled away in the third quarter. Yeah,
because they fought back in the second period. Of course, it was ending at 2-1 at the second period. All I said, because I was next to some of the guys do the shots on goal and of course goaltending and stuff, and I just said they need to come out and give everything they got, because they got the weekend off, which I think they're enjoying that.
I think they probably will.
So yeah, and they came out. Of course, shout out to Xander, and of course I hope he's feeling a bit better.
Yes.
Not taking names out or anything, but Xander was taken out of the game. Right near us.
Yes, it wasn't pleasant to see.
No,
it was
I've never seen something like that up close.
I've never seen anything like it myself, and we as fans love our hockey. We enjoy, let's be honest, we all enjoy a nice fight.
Oh yeah.
When it is just literally, one-on-one and it's fair. But what happened to Xander was not part of the game.
Grab
and
behind
should
him.
Never ever be part of the game.
No, it was just unfortunately we saw it. The opposition player got 5 minutes. What should have been an ejection, because if that was in the upper leagues, but of course we don't know what might be said. We might find out later on.
Yeah.
But of course Xander was literally from behind, taken down and smashed
into the ice.
He didn't have this actual main guard on. That would have been a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, definitely.
But he concussion slightly.
Yeah. And although, to give him his credit, he came back and performed really well. So
he did.
Well done, Xander. Hope you're feeling a bit better this week.
And of course, our one goal came back from 1-4.
Yeah,
Ryan 1-4. Honestly, you just put pressure on the netminder, and of course 1-4 was just right there to slot it in.
Yeah,
great. And then of course Lewis Conroy.
Yes.
Yeah, he was so pumped. You see him, his smile on his face, incredible. And then of course Mark's Cannons with the hat trick.
Yeah, I mean it's so great. I think we're starting to see the best of Mark's.
No, definitely.
And he's scoring consistently.
Yeah.
But it was a great all-round team performance without a shadow of doubt. No. And you got to give credit to Tim. Start again. Will. I can't remember his surname. Now I can't even remember his first name. Will
Fry.
Yeah, Will Fry. Russ, Peter and Rob.
Yeah. No, definitely. And of course, during all of that, you have all the videos of the actual footage of the goals.
Yeah.
But of course, I was actually impressed by him, because he actually traced back a bit, helped out, never gave up, and awarded man of the match.
Yeah.
And of course, you got the interviews with Will and of course Mark's.
Yeah, and you can see those on Facebook.
But yeah, it's just also coming off the ice. We've got the fist bumps victory.
Yeah.
Seeing the players at the end all happy, excited, and it was honestly, it was incredible.
It was, but although I have to say, towards the last couple of minutes, I think we were still at 3-3, and and people were going, "Oh no, please, we
can't overtime.
No overtime. We can't do this again."
They let a goal in,
and then of course, we got those 2 quick goals at the end, which were sealed the victory for us.
Definitely, and of course we had a new guy on the bench.
Yeah.
Oh no. Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon.
Who's actually popping up here. I think he's brought in to be an enforcer to help out.
Yeah.
And he's a big guy. He's the most friendly, happy guy.
He's always got a smile on his face, as Marlon. The only thing I would say to the staff at Thunder is they need to find him a bigger shirt, because I think he did find it a little bit tight.
There was you and me.
I think there were 2 or 3 of us trying to pull it always to fit him in it. But it's lovely to have you on the team, Marlon.
And of course, another picture popping up. It's actually a picture of Marlon when he was actually a young lad, and Xander as a little child.
Yeah.
Little child. Very young. And of course, that picture there, that's 14 years ago.
Wow.
So how about that? Xander, 14 years on, there's Marlon, there's Xander.
They're both back in the team. It's really interesting to see how these sort of things go, isn't it?
No, definitely. And of course, the MK Storms, we're going to the youths.
Yeah.
Under 14s, of course, 7-9 to Cambridge.
Yeah.
Which not by very much, is it?
No, and at this stage, it's great to see them playing good hockey, lots of goals, lots of grit, non-stop action. So well done, guys.
Yeah, and then just push
girls.
on and push on to the next game and hopefully get the win.
Yeah.
And of course, the Storm under 16 girls team, we caught a couple of periods.
We did.
And it was very tight at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an amazing, it was a really amazing game. To watch the 2 teams, they were very evenly matched. There were some really outstanding, I thought the number 14 for Haringey was exceptional. And I don't know her first name, but Lee.
Oh, Lee. Oh, you mean Jamie Lee?
Jamie, I thought was absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And scored an absolutely peach of a goal.
Yeah.
So big shout out to them.
Yeah, it was 4-3, so it was very close.
Yeah.
And of course, we saw them, they were a bit like, but I thought, you know what, it was very close. And
when you see that they lost 7-0 in this fixture last season, it shows that they have, really made a great amount of progress.
Yeah, and of course, I think it's the MK Storm under 12s.
Yep.
Extend their lead to 6-1. So they won.
No, they didn't.
They didn't.
You read that wrongly.
I read it wrong.
You have. Unfortunately, it was the other way.
I'm naughty.
Yeah, Romford won 6-1.
Oh, I might need glasses soon.
You might do.
I do.
You might do. But again, they're very young, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. Every game you play, you'll get better. The coaching staff at the Storm are excellent, and the guys and girls are just, stars of the future.
No, definitely. I do apologise, under 12 Storm there. I do apologise. I will go opticians and find out I probably will need glasses. So, and of course, going to the women's Falcons.
Yeah.
We did bump into
Gina Taylor.
Yeah. Of course, I was coming from the victory from Thunder. She saw me sitting down on the stairs, and of course you're there. She's like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
And of course, the WNIHL 2, the women's Falcons 2, they got a 6-3 win.
Yeah, against the Lee Valley Vampires.
It's a weird name.
They're
fascinating.
I love some of the names, especially in the women's league. They're really amazing. But well done to the Falcons. Once again, they never fail to surprise me. It just goes to show that female hockey in Milton Keynes is in the right hands.
Definitely. And of course, she did get her first goal. We'll do a quick shout out to Eva Lyon.
Yep.
Do have an interview coming out soon with our friends on the
yes,
which it's been a hectic timetable. We've let Gina know that's been hectic and going on behind the closed doors.
Yeah,
but shout out to her, and of course this weekend on the Sunday double bill.
Yeah.
So the Falcons number 2, they welcome the
Invicta Dynamics.
Yep. So that's the first game.
Yeah.
And of course, the first team will welcome Swindon Top Cats back.
Yeah.
And hopefully get a bit of payback, because I know to say, you know what, we want to win this time.
Yeah, yeah. And, if you haven't experienced women's hockey at all, ice hockey at all, I think now is the time to come down to the rink and find out. They are just as good as the men, if not in some cases better. And it starts at 4:15. Second game, I think, is about 6:15.
It's literally not long after the
6:15
first game.
And the joy of it is that entry is free. Although they do like you, if you can, just make some donations. So if you're at a loose end on Sunday, come down and watch the Falcons.
Yeah, shout out to Girls Pack, their sponsor.
Yeah.
Who do the donations. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, not good. So yeah, and then we go into your favourite.
My favourite bit of the day, which I absolutely dread because Mason keeps making me talk about what the scores were, and I'm hopeless at it. I'd much rather just say who's going to win and who's going to lose.
Very true. It's going to be interesting.
There's some big games this weekend.
There are definitely some big games. So we've got a Friday fixture. You know what? I quite like a Friday fixture. I've been to Sheffield and I quite like it.
Yeah, I think we've got one coming up on the 24th of October.
Yeah.
Away at Bristol. And just to shout out here, there are still tickets for the watch party down at Holiday Inn. If you've never been to a watch party, it's great atmosphere, even though it's really small in terms of attendance. It is real good fun, and a big shout out to the guys that organise it, because it is really, really amazing. And we even have our own menu on that week at the watch parties.
That's good. That's good. So the first game on this Friday, is Sheffield are hosting Leeds Knights, who are 6 games unbeaten now.
Yes.
It's all right. We can be different here. And then we can get right who...
It's going to be... I think I want to say Leeds, but I'd like to see Sheffield.
So you're going Sheffield?
I go Sheffield, yeah.
Right, I'm going Leeds.
Yeah.
Go to 7.
Yeah.
So roll on to Saturday. Swindon Wildcats. Oh, another hard one.
Peterborough
going up to Swindon. That one is
again another potential overtime one.
But I'm going Swindon.
Yeah, I think Swindon are the team in form, aren't they?
This is when we get it wrong and Peterborough go.
Yeah.
So we're going Swindon Wildcats for that victory. Basingstoke Bison back at home.
Yeah.
Solway Sharks.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, but no one's going to beat Bison on their first home game.
No. I think you're dead. I think you're dead right. I think if people turn out, which I hope they really do, I think Bison will win this one.
Definitely. I just feel like, I don't want to go too much detail into it, but I will when we do the results. And of course, Bristol Pitbulls against Hull Seahawks. I think that's going to be a close one.
Yeah. I think, this is not the Hull of old. They're not clicking the way that they have done in past seasons. And Bristol seem to be a bit inconsistent themselves. Sometimes they're really good and sometimes they're pretty awful.
So I feel like Seahawks, they have a loss, but then they win.
Yeah.
A loss, a win.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, honestly, it's going to be a close one, but I think Hull Seahawks are going to win that one.
Yeah, I think...
The talent behind it as well.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
So going with that one, yeah?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So we're going Hull Seahawks. And of course, this is where we got in a bit of heated conversation with some other friends of mine. They weren't happy with me. But of course, Milton Keynes Lightning are hosting Telford Tigers. And I haven't got belief there. If they win, brilliant. But I feel like Telford are going to win.
Right, okay.
I think they're going to upset.
Okay, I will. Okay. That's fair, you know, and you know we've got to accept that if the MK Lightning of this last Saturday turn up, then it is going to be a struggle for them. But you know, I'm going to stick with the
of course our home
stick
team.
with the mantra that I've been going right from the start. In Tim we trust.
Yes, Milton Keynes Lightning lads, and Tim we trust.
Yeah.
And there's me. I've gone outside the box because I'm being that one, and I'm just looking at form. I'm looking at how we're playing.
Yeah, and you know you can't deny that, and you know I think it's really important that the Lightning show up.
I just feel like some of their players are on form and Telford, and on top of that, don't forget Telford already have that one win of us in a minute. They won 5-3 at their rink, so. Okay, we should move on quickly. I'm getting the stare down. Sheffield Steeldogs, of course. Romford Raiders. Ooh,
I can go for the Raiders.
You're going Raiders.
I'm going Raiders. I think they're coming into their own. You know, Sheffield has started off well, but seem to be slipping a little bit. Yeah, I've got to stick with the Raiders.
Okay, I'm going Steeldogs.
Okay.
There we go. Go on to, of course, the Sunday. Oh, no. Leeds Knights Lightning. But, of course, don't forget, we've done it before where Leeds have beaten us at home. And then we've gone to Castle, one apiece.
Yeah.
I'm going Lightning.
I'm going to
It's going to be very tight. It's not...
It's going to take a lot for me not to say Lightning for the win. You know, I think that there's a measure of wanting to prove to the Leeds Knight fans and to the MK Lightning fans that they are who they believe themselves to be. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lightning.
Okay, we'll go Lightning. You're happy now?
I'm
Lightning.
happy. Yeah, I am.
Romford Raiders welcoming Bristol Pitbulls. Romford.
Yeah. Again.
Sorry, Bristol.
Yeah. You know, much as I like Bristol, as I said, just with the Steeldogs game, I think Raiders are starting to hit a purple patch.
Yeah.
So I think Romford.
Definitely. And of course, Hull Seahawks, Basingstoke Bison. This is where I feel like Hull are going to win the first game, but I think Bison are going to win that game. I think I'm going with that little tactic of lose, win.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Basingstoke Bison to get the away win.
I wished I knew more about Bison. I'm going to be really honest. It's one of those that until I actually see, and maybe I don't know whether they do a stream, or maybe I need to have a look and see if they have highlights or.
Hopefully do highlights. If not, we can do it's a Friday game. We can probably watch.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be a good, interesting one.
Yeah.
Leading into this one, Peterborough.
Oh, you've got to say Peterborough.
Well, Peterborough against Solway Sharks.
Yeah, you've got to say Peterborough at their home rink. You know, I'd like to see Sharks put in a great performance. They have shown that they're capable of putting in great performances, but whether or not they can cope with the likes of Dylan Lawrence, Corey McEwen,
it's
and such. You know, I think it's a difficult one.
It is Peterborough we're going with, but of course we know it's going to be a very physical game because don't forget Peterborough have a couple of players. I know they've still got Barrow on suspension.
Yeah.
But of course they've got Gretton, they've got all that other thing, and of course, I'm not sure, but I think I did hear an interview where Jake Bolton mentioned Gretton mentioned Bolton, so I'm looking forward to maybe a little match-up going on.
Maybe.
Because there's a bit feisty, so I think it will be a physical game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Peterborough always are quite a physical team anyway.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I can't see, you know, I'd love Solway to prove me wrong. Please, Solway, prove us wrong.
Telford Tigers, Swindon, and will Remy Ma and Aaron will just stop.
Yeah.
You're gonna say yeah.
Yeah, I think Remy Ma is
more than capable.
Is at the moment one of the best netminders in the league.
Yeah,
if not the best, consistently. It'll be interesting to see how Dave Thompson. Is it Dave Thompson? Yes, Dave Thompson.
Yeah,
David Thompson.
Yeah.
Copes with a netminder who is on top of his form.
No, definitely. I'm going with Telford.
All right, okay.
Doing upset. Well, it's not really upset. It's their own rink, but it is upset because they're just performing so well this season, and they're not far behind at all.
Yeah. I would, I would go with Swindon if I'm honest. I think Remy's playing amazingly, and if they could shut down Dave Thompson and one or two of the others, I think Swindon we'll get there. So
there we go. We've got the what we think is going to happen, and we'll see who comes out top. I know a couple we do is like a point each, but if we get one right, we get 2 points each.
Yeah,
and if we have a laugh with it.
We do. And at the end of the day, it's our opinion, and one of the great things about ice hockey and certainly this league is that it's so unpredictable. Teams that you think, they're going to absolutely smash them, don't get anywhere near.
Definitely. But of course, that's it for the actual podcast for week 4.
It is.
That's done. But of course, we do have a new partnership association.
Yes.
Sponsorship kind of style with Simply Race, which is popping up now. They are located in Milton Keynes Hub.
Yeah.
Theatre Hub, sorry. Theatre District. There we go. Can't get it out. They're up by opposite Pot World. Anyway, Milton Keynes, we know who that is.
Yeah.
I know exactly what that is. I like my little cocktails and...
right, okay. Disgusting behaviour. But yeah, I mean, it's great that we are being recognised by teams, by companies. We really thank them for being associated with us. It's a great experience. I haven't been, but I know that Mason has been and won there.
Yes, I was there with Xander Robinson from MK Thunder number 14, and of course our friend Adam.
Yeah.
Who are awesome guys. Honestly, I feel old because I'm nearly 35. Got a 19-year-old. I've got a 24-year-old. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, we done the virtual reality race. We're sitting there, literally like proper like Formula 1 cars. Got the brakes, you got the acceleration, you've got everything, the headphones. It's incredible, and for the price as well. Bookings, fab, stag do's, everything. We'll put everything in our podcast post.
Yeah.
And it'd be all out there. And of course, yes, I did get gold.
You did.
I was very lucky though, but it's one of those games. But of course we've got our new official hoodies on. We've gone with Brian's sticking with the burgundy.
Yeah, my favourite colour.
And I've gone back to the black, but of course, black and burgundy is the colour. I look slimmer.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, we've got the new there, got the LADZ 2025, of course, when it all came out. And of course, Simply Races up there as well. We do still have the Royal British Legion, the Social Club, Leighton Buzzard, which is actually on our main social medias.
Yeah.
So we still got them there. Just couldn't fit it on the hoodie.
No, and of course we still, of course, shout out to our other two associates, Willis. I was actually looking at their website today because they've got a very, very nice Christmas jersey.
Ooh.
And a very, very nice Christmas jumper as well.
I might actually have a chat with Luke.
Yeah.
Luke Boss, and then have a chat with him. Yeah. And then, of course...
the tattoo
Weirdos, tattoo and piercing up in Pagnell. If you want a tattoo, hit me up. We'll speak to him and get you sorted. And of course, discount course, guys, the ice hockey and of course players and everything that we're working with. And of course, the Wallstone Cross Keys pub.
Yeah.
Which we're going next week.
Yes. Is it next week?
It's next week.
Gosh.
It's my birthday.
You come round very quick.
I hit 35.
Oh, you young stud, you.
I don't feel like it though. I'm you know what? I'm actually in pain at the minute because I've battled, but I had a very big tooth pull out late afternoon yesterday, and
it's knocked him for a little bit for 6.
It is, and
it'll be interesting when we go down to the rink with the colds.
Yeah, and of course the shouting and everything, because of course we're actually having the pictures with the team because we're shirt sponsors again.
Yeah.
And of course we get to have a picture with, of course, the player who we sponsor. Yeah. Shout out to Corey Taylor, who we sponsor, and of course some of the other players. We'll get a picture of everyone.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the main thing that we want to say just is, first of all, like we said at the beginning, thank you ever so much for watching our podcast. You know, we really appreciate the time you take to do it. It's really great to watch those figures go up and up and up each week. But please do, as I say, give us those likes, give us those, subscribe to the channel, because that way we can get more out there and continue to grow as much as we are.
Yes, and of course, I've missed it.
What's that?
Stinker of the week.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I did last week. Can you think of any stinker of the week?
I can think of one, but I'm not sure we should mention him. The guy who slammed Xander's head into the ice.
Basically, we'll do it. It was not a great. I'm not hitting anything, but what he done was he got away with it.
Yeah.
It should have been a lot more serious, but we'll find out. We'll put him in number 25. Harmon.
Yeah.
For what happened. So he's the stinker of the week. Anyone else?
No, not really.
I was going to put MK Lightning in there.
Well, yeah, we could say that MK Lightning had the stinker of the weekend.
But no, we won't do that.
But we won't do that.
That's just that of a thing. But yes, but as Brian said, thank you so much, guys, for watching. As I said, please like and subscribe. And you've been watching Lightning, lads. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.